Hi, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Mari Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Moralayo and Oputi. How has been your day? I hope it's not been a raining day for you. I would like to say welcome to Mari Clinic Live. I do appreciate all our contributions on the Mari Clinic platform. Thank you for participation. Thank you for inviting someone always. Please do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel because I'll be doing this very often to enable us address some of the daunting issues that we have or the daunting cases that we have in the clinic. So today we'll be looking at the topic that says fair play in marriage. Fair play in marriage. Please, like I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button so that you can get to see more videos. So today I'm talking about fair play in marriage, and I would like to start with an illustration. Now, I hope you know that marriage is teamwork. Marriage is like two people coming to become a team, a team player. So if marriage is teamwork and two persons are coming together to become a team player, then you can relate it to a football team. Now imagine a football team like Arsenal. You have like 12 players, you know, on the field. Now imagine them also playing with another team, let's say Man U, and they don't have rules guiding their behaviors or their character while they are on the field. They don't have the spirit of fairness in them when they are playing. Now imagine how the match would look like if a player can just hit another player on the head, use his elbow to pull one down. Just imagine if there were no referee, if there were no ground rules, if there were no spirit of fairness in them. Imagine what would happen on the field. It would be very chaotic, because what that means is that people will just be doing, the players will just be behaving anyhow. They will do whatever they like. Now, that is how it is in marriage. In marriage, once you are married, you should know that it's a team. If it's a team, then both of you must have a team spirit. And if you have a team spirit, then that means there will be fair play. There will be fairness in your dealings with each other. You will be able to see things through the eyes of the other person. You will be able to feel the pain of the other person. But in a situation whereby you want to run an anarchy, you feel that, oh, this other person is nothing. This other person, because maybe she's male or female, not rich or rich, or for one reason or the other, you just feel, this person is unimportant, so I call the shots, I dictate what should happen, and that will be the final, without informing them, without any prior deliberation, without any prior notice. You just do whatever you like. Now, I want you to know that if you have that attitude, if you are not fair in your dealings in marriage, then that marriage may eventually hit the rock, because you will struggle and fight and quarrel all through your marital journey. That is the honest truth. But when you are fair, then you will be able to consider the other person. Now imagine a wife who has gone to work, I mean, since morning, and the one of the reason why she went to work, since morning, or why she's working, is because she wants to be able to contribute to the family prosperity, to the family bills and upkeep. Now she has gone to work from morning till night, and you expect that same wife to come back, let's say in the evening, tired, and you expect her to still go into the kitchen, to cook. Now, there is nothing wrong in that, because sometimes, you know, the woman could get to do that. But imagine that she's tired, she's doing that every day, and she'll still come back to cook. And nothing is telling you that this woman may be tired. Let me also assist in doing some things. I know some men that will be like, oh, my wife will be so tired by the time she comes back. Okay, let me help her by warming the soup, or maybe bringing them out of the freezer, even if you can't warm it. Another would think like, oh, okay, let me help her to put rice on fire or water on fire. Now, this will always be applicable to those that don't have a nanny, that don't have maybe house help or any support system around you. Now, when you don't have an help house like a maid, a nanny, then you should be considerate. You should tell yourself that I must be useful in the house as well. I must lend a helping hand. Now, when she comes back tired and you expect her to still go into the kitchen to make the food and all of that, fine. Now, let's assume she even does all of that. Now, after eating, would it not be appropriate for you to carry your tray that has your plate in it and your cutlery and drop it in the kitchen? Would it not be appropriate for you to even think like, okay, so this woman will be waking up early again tomorrow, to go to work. Let me assist in maybe getting the house clean, sorting out the kids, before they go to bed for the night. You are not thinking of that at all. You just feel like, oh, let me sit down there, watch TV, read newspapers, now let her keep working. I don't think that is fair. Now, the same thing is applicable to a woman. Your husband is the one maybe working. He has left the house since morning and is coming back home tired. And you've not gone out since morning, or maybe the kind of work or business you are doing is such that it does not take so much energy from you, and by 2 you are back home, or you don't even go out at all, and you are indoors, and you cannot use that time to do productive things, or to do chores, or to address to the homekeeping. You don't do that, and you are waiting for that man to come back, and still come and do the work for you. Now, it's a different ball game if both persons are working. What that means is that if both parties are working and you both come back at night, then definitely you will need help, in you will someone that will help you with the chores and every other thing in the house. But in a situation whereby it's one person that is going out there every day to work, and the other person is sitting back at home, maybe not really doing much, not exerting so much energy as the one that has gone out, then the spirit of fairness should tell you that it is appropriate that you should help, or you should do, as much chores as you can do on behalf of the other person, so that when the other person come, then they can still be useful for you. Now, when they come back so tired and you're still telling them, come and do this, come and do that, come and do this, come and do that, I tell you, when it's time for you guys to retire and it's time for maybe show, they may likely tell you that, what, I'm tired. I'm tired. Let's postpone this, to weekend or to a day that I'm not going to work. Now, if you are considerate, you will tell yourself that, okay, that's fine. Let me wait, because weekend is almost here. Considering the fact that he or she has gone out since morning and they may be tired, then let me wait. But if you know you still want to do the do, you still want to do the hard, then you must make sure that you assist in getting work done as much as possible in the house. You don't do it as if, oh, you are doing him or her a favor. No, that is not right, because it's teamwork, is team player. If both of you are working together as a team, if you are playing the role as a team, then you should be, to each other. Then situation whereby you know that you have a working spouse, or a very spouse that goes to work from morning till night, then you can pack all your family members from maybe their village or wherever they have. You go and pack your mother-in-law, father-in-law, in-law, distant cousin, distant uncle. You pack all of them and bring them to you to come and stay with you. And there is no woman at home that will attend them, and do not deem it fit to tell them that, you know what, my wife is the working type, she will not be around to attend to you, so you guys should learn how to sort your house, you guys should learn how to add value, you are going to be staying with us, and not that you just bring them, there is so much business, no, you talking to them and telling them how things should go, you feel like, oh, because they are your family, they come to the house and do what they like. No, it should not be like that, because once you subscribe to it, then you must always consider the other person. You must always consider the other person. No intruder should come to your house and be dictating to you or be calling the shot. You as a man or you as a woman should be able to sit down together and say, you know what, this is how we want things to run in our homes. This is how we want things to be done. So you don't allow outsiders to come and be one telling you, oh, this is how it should be done. No. Try as much as possible to be fair. Because if you're not fair, then that marriage will definitely be a crisis. Then don't over things. Don't do everything as though, oh, I'm doing you a favor. I'm doing her a favor. See, life itself is a privilege. Much more getting married. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to serve others. It's a privilege to serve your wife. It's a privilege to serve your husband. It's a privilege to serve your children. So don't ever say that, oh, I'm helping out. Oh, I'm helping her out. Oh, I'm doing her a favor. I'm doing him a favor. No. See, as service. You are serving. It's a service to humanity. You are serving the man you are married to, you are serving the woman you are married to, you are serving your children and even the people around you. Not make everything look like, oh, I'm doing you a favor. Without me, you can't live. Without me, you can't survive. No, that is not true. They will always survive. They will always live well. And as a matter of fact, they will live better without you at times in some cases. So please don't make yourself, so important that you think, oh, every other person in the house cannot function without you. Try to be helpful, try to be a team player, and have the spirit of fairness in you. Be fair to each other. Be fair. It's very important for you to be fair, because if you are not fair, then the other person will look at it like, what have I gotten myself into? But when you are fair, when both of you are considerate, then there won't be issue. And you as a wife, you know that your husband's salary is less than 100,000 naira, and you will be demanding for things that is 1 million, 2 million, and you know that their monthly take home is less than 100k, and you know the same man will still pay house rent, you will pay utility bill, you will sort children's school fees, and you and your family are coming with hands, in millions and half a million. If you if you are fair, you would help that man to manage his resources. You should be a prudent wife. You shouldn't be the type that will make your husband go and be borrowing just to satisfy your needs. No, you will help that man to manage the little that he has. And if you are truly a good wife, you too, you start thinking of other creative ways for you to make and assist that man, and not that you will burden him, so much that the man will be wondering, what is all this? I mean, it shouldn't be like that. Always ask yourself, if I were to be single, wouldn't I still sort out these things all by myself? The answer is yes. If you were single and you needed money, you would go work, to get it done. So why making it look now that, oh, because you are married, you are entitled, always entitled to everything? That is not a good attitude. Please, let's be fair as husband and wife to each other. It's very important. Even to our children, let's be fair. Let's be fair to everyone around us. So I'd like to stop here now. I remain your host, Moonlight and Okuti. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, as I promise to bring you more videos addressing these issues as it relates to our marriages, relationships, and home generally. Till we see you again, I say bye bye.